Folks, remember what we're doing here this weekend and why we are off work tomorrow. If you have a chance to visit a soldier's grave or go to a memorial or even just watch a beautiful American flag wave in the air for 5 or 10 minutes. Well, that's why I'm reminding you. You'll learn. When you start paying taxes, you'll learn. when you have holidays and get paid for them or get them off and don't get paid for them, you'll learn. Yes, I believe you are. People tell me things, man. No. I have been to Kansas in my life one time, and that was to evacuate for a hurricane and to go pick up my red wave blaster.
What about El Dorado race? What about the El Dorado race?
I've never been to the El Dorado race, believe it or not. I've been invited every single time to El Dorado, and I've never been to it. I was even invited one time just to drive up, and I would not have to bring a jet ski. They would provide one for me, and no. But you know what? You say that. My skis have raced in El Dorado. My hydrospace has raced in El Dorado. And my wave blaster has raced in El Dorado. What is Joe Barilski doing? All right, Moto 1 on the line. Felix Morninenko, Trent Cornett, Christian Bain, Andrew Vo, Bentley Cox, Rylan, and Jaden Rosado. Horn goes off and throttles pulled back. Bobbing, weaving. What? Oh, Andrew Vo having a handful there. Well, there's a what do you call it? A westerly wind, maybe, and it's cross-chopping the start. So if you're on the inside, you actually get it first, and you buffer it to the people that are on the middle of the course or the outside. So it looks like Jaden on the inside. Felix, well, we got a rider down. The front hole shot was down. The rider in the front part of it was down. It looks like it might be Bentley. It is Trent. Now we see the big 27. It is. So that's Jaden Rosado there in the lead on the hole shot, followed by his little brother Rylan. Then it's the young Grinwald there and Andrew Vo with Felix Morninenko. Then there's Bentley Cox. He and I had a good talk about financial future this morning. So hopefully he'll be a trader one of these days. And I don't mean switch from stand-up to runabout trading. There goes Trent. That was the rider down in the front. Trent had the outside hole shot and went down on that first corner. And there's Christian there on the number 1. That's a temporary number. I'm sure his wrap is somewhere in the world, and it'll say 405 on it soon. All right. I hear you, Charles. I have a radio, buddy. Say that again. Yes, sir. Okay, so we have an official announcement from the race director. We want to say there is a mandate, meaning prohibited, not to do, no fueling within 20 feet of the shore of the water, meaning you cannot fuel your boats in the water. They must be on the beach. So if you need to put gas in your boat, then put the stand out of the water and put your boat on it, and then you pull the boat. I'm giving you the cheat code, guys. Put your stand, some of it out of the water, then pull beyond the water shoreline, then fill your boat, and then move it back down. That's how you do that. So no fueling in the water, folks. This lake is the city's water source. People take baths and wash their dishes and flush their toilets, and we do not want to contaminate it with fuel. Thank you for using Nautiwater Racing. Good morning. Why aren't you dressed? Okay. Well, you're late, so that's fine. I got to ride Mr. Kyle. Sometimes he slips. Kyle, did you sleep last night? You did. You look well rested. So we got the Rosado brothers still out front there. Gene's crew representing. You might be able to take the boys out of the South, but you can't kick the South out of them. Good morning, and she has exactly what I need. I had your son this morning, and it was nice. I think he was bringing you breakfast. You didn't have pancakes this morning? Did he share? Whoa. I'll have to talk with him later. Send him to me. So, in the lead, I believe, is Jalen Rosado, followed by Riley, and then Felix Morning go. We got Colton Greenwald at 279. And then Bentley Cox is out there. Andrew Ho. And then Christian Bay moved up to 10-12. Race number 2. Beginner runabout. Race number 2. We need you to line. Race 3 be ready. Race 4. We're going to go ahead and pre-call you. We want to remind the one thing about just saying, please not fuel your skis in the water. This is a public water reservoir. These residents use this water for their homes, and they do not need any fuel contamination in it. They're required to actually test this. Good morning, Mr. Steve. How are you? You have Doritos on your cheek. You know this, or do you not know this? No? You did eat those. You haven't eaten them all. You got a little bit of ways to go. Well, who's that? Who's that? Who's that? You don't know who that is? Should you know who that is? No? Distant? That's a good name for him. Distant. Yeah. Your name, I know what your name is. And you're wearing purple. We're wearing purple today. Mm-hmm. Hey. I am. But that's everybody knows Steve. Yeah. Last time I checked, Rosado was still in the lead. Nothing's changed, I believe. If I can see, Felix has got around Ryland down for second place. Eat those Doritos. You look wonderful. That is correct. So now Ryland is third. That's Andrew Vo behind him, having still the same bobbing and weaving issues with the chop. So what we're going to say is yesterday was pretty smooth conditions. The wind direction changed last night, and now the wind is coming off the outside of the course towards the starting line, so it's creating shock. But the breeze does feel really good. It's like the fan is on low speed, so everybody's enjoying the cool breeze, as you like to say. Charles is behind the camera, so that means hot. Welcome if you're listening or watching on the internet. This is the Nautiwater Jettribe Racing Championship Series for Region 5. We want to thank our sponsors, Ride Now, Power Sports, 321 Kawasaki, and Jettribe, Liquid Moly, Nautiwater Racing, of course, and Commander Steve Commander Webster. We miss you, buddy. But I know what you're doing out there. You got your hands in a hole probably right now. And of of course, Charles Guinchard Photography for providing the awesome shots that we have. And I know Adrian Fisk and his girlfriend is roaming around and taking still shots. Lewis Weiler's walking in front of me right now, and he had a great day yesterday, looking to improve on that today. He waved at me. Thanks, sir. Easy E Racing Products. It ain't easy being Easy E. That's the truth. There's Andrew Vo taking the checkered flag. Okay. Race number 2. We're going to introduce you to him now on the 279 out of Houston, Texas, riding that borrowed boat from Grunwald Racing. Get a good look at Miss Bailey. That 279 boat is for sale. On the 517, also out of Houston, Texas. That's that nice new Sea-Doo. That's Justin Flanagan on the 517. And on the 2003 out of Round Rock, Texas, riding for Abra Cadabra Surface Restoration, that is Charles Stackhouse. On the 11 out of Montgomery, Texas, riding for Race Lab Performance, it is Ashley Sewell. And on the 149, I just saw him. No, that's race 3. I'm sorry. They had that different. Race 3 to the ready. I'm starting to introduce them early. We had 3 riders here in race 2. I think they might have combined them yesterday. That's the difference for today. Which makes sense because these is for points. Yeah. I've never raced beginner runabout for you, Terry. Does that mean I could be a beginner again? Oh, the button just clicked. Cool. Now I ain't got to worry about this cord falling out. Oh, Cooper switched to his red wetsuit today. Yeah. Uh-huh. Does it say your name on your backside? It does? Oh. Isn't that cute? I had a good conversation with your grandmother this morning. Did she tell you? You did? Have you seen your grandmother today? That's cool. Did you sleep last night? You did? That's good. I did. A lot. Hey, you go. All right, so the 2 cards up, moves to 1, light is on. So we've got 2 high horsepower boats. We've got an RX PX 325 and a GP 1800R with an EX. All of them are classified as beginner runabout. There's not a beginner runabout lights, unfortunately. So we got Mr. Flanagan out there in the lead. They're all on the inside, so they're all going to take the 4 white buoys and then go around the blue buoy start. So that's the first blue buoy to the second. On the inside start, you do everything on the start because it's shorter way around. On the outside start, you actually skip the first yellow buoy and you motor all the way around and then just take the last chicane section there. So as they come around the start-finish line to the merge, that's Justin Flanagan right there in the front. He's going to go into what I call the horseshoe, which is a hard left turn into a big sweeping right turn. Then he's going to come around into another sweeping left turn, and then he's going to go into what we start calling the backside of the course. Yes, sir. There you go. And then once you get to that, he's on the back of the horseshoe now. He just finished the horseshoe, and now he's going to run to the backside of the course. And as you see him going into this red and white buoy here, he's got another decision. He can go to the outside, which he's doing with that big Sea-Doo power. And he's going to use all that to go on the outside, which is a little bit smoother water out there, but you've got to go the longer way around. And then Mr. Stackhouse, it looks like he's going to choose the inside of the outside split. That is a handful, but you go into the interior of the course where the water is a little bit choppy, but it's a much shorter distance. So if you can turn... Oh, he goes off. We got a rider down. Charlie Stackhouse on the inside-outside split does a yard sail. Thank you, sir. Able to see that right through the trees. So now second place goes to Bailey Glaceman. That's the announcer jinx, folks, when we're explaining what they're doing, saying you have to ride a tighter line, going around that inside-outside split. That buoy decided to move a little bit in the wind, and it caught Charles and turned the ski a direction he wasn't planning on going and call it a yard sail. Ski goes one way, you go another, and there's only two choices, swim or put your hand up and let the course marshals come and drag you to your ski. We talked about that yesterday. It's a lot like rodeo when you're on the horse and your ride is over, per se. You put your hand up, then the cowboys on the support horses come and grab you. They put you on their ski and drag you to yours, and that way it saves you a bunch of time and energy and backstroke, front stroke, breaststroke. Justin Flanagan, meantime, way out front now after that bit of drama. Good morning, sir. I know Mr. Myhill slept good last night. That was his intention, and he did it. There's Mr. Don Cope. Warmed up his ski this morning. It's beautiful. A lot of action down here on the starting line right now. We already got the junior quads and the people loading and unloading their skis, so a lot of moto action in front of me here. Want to thank the city of Paris, Texas. Had a chance to go walk the downtown square last night and take some pictures of what downtown Paris, Texas looks like. It's very Fandango movie-like, where they have beautiful oak trees with lights that the city provides power to, and a lot of nice old-timey murals painted on the side of the buildings and window painting. So if you crave small Texas town life in your life, Paris, Texas is a great place to visit for that checkbox. They have a beautiful town square with a lot of businesses that are open late for you to spend your hard-earned money downtown to eat. Joe Perilski, wherever you're at, and I see your ski, recommended a neat place to me last night. It's called Jack's Burger. Speaking of burgers, we do have food vendors available over by the pavilion. They had snow cones last night and hot dogs and tacos for sale. So if you're hungry already, sure they're over there getting ready by now. Justin Flanagan taking the white flag. Mr. Stackhouse is back on his ski, so it looks like Justin will catch up to him before the end of this race. Justin taking it easy way out front. Meanwhile, Bailey Glaceman on that Grinwald ski for sale. The reason I like it so much is it's that chartreuse yellow that Yamaha came out with. It's very, very bright. So on good sunshine days or cloud cover days, you can see it really well. Bailey also wearing a yellow wetsuit. Oh, she goes down. We got a rider down in the horseshoe. We have a rider down on the horseshoe. She's got her hands up, signifying that she's okay. That's the way you do it right there. When you go down, you check yourself, and if you're not wrecked, you put your hand up in the air. Lets the course marshals know what type of response to come with. Drag her back. That's the correct term, drag. They're dragging her in the water. Good morning, Sean. Drag her back to her boat, and you see her get back on. She's going to put her lanyard in and get back under power, get back underway. She took the white flag, so that means she'll get to finish her final lap. She will finish on the lead lap. Mr. Stackhouse as well. They'll still have the white flag out for Mr. Stackhouse, so he will also finish on the lead lap. Race number 3. Race number 3, we need you to the line. There's Justin Flanagan taking the checkered flag. Great race for him. Believe Justin is leading the beginner runabout points in Region 5. Points always crucial because
I'm looking for high quality performance oil. Liqui Moly Marine is my go-to oil. 2-stroke and 4-stroke, on and off the track. It's the best choice for me, and it should be yours as well.
race number 3, we'll introduce you to him while we're waiting on the other 2 to finish. On the 11, out of Montgomery, Texas, riding for Race Lab Performance, it's Ashley Sewell. On the 149, out of Dripping Springs, Texas, Easy E Racing Productions, that is Lewis Weiler. On the 319, out of Plattsmouth, Nebraska, it is Sean Cox. And not on the 502 because it's on the trailer. We'll see him later in Sports Spec. Is Charlie Bumpus. No, you're setting me up. You're setting me up. You're setting me up. I don't want Greg up here at me. Mr. Eric Grinwald there is trying to get me in trouble. But I'm getting smart. The naivety is leaving me. I'm not waking up, I'm woke. All right, race number 4 to the ready. Race number 4, Ski Vintage to the ready. There comes Charles Stackhouse. Part of me wants to call him N1, but I know that's not fair. Jackson Lloyd knows what I'm talking about when I say N1. He's looking at me. Did you watch that documentary, the N1 documentary? You did? It's good. Who is your favorite player on N1? Who is your favorite player on N1? You only have one or you don't have one? Mine was, his name was Skip to My Lou. Watch it again and watch it again if you can and watch Skip to My Lou. He made it to the
He made it to the NBA.
All right. The horn and the light are off. We combined these two yesterday. So this is a 2-stroke Sea-Doo. 700, I believe that's the outfit Sean Cox has. I don't think it's an 800. Nobody's nodding at me, so it might be. And the 2 EXs here. So Lewis Weiler on a Yamaha EX with the tune. And Ashley Sewell also on an EX with a tune. Both of those skis can be looked at your local Yamaha dealer. If you ever want to ride one before you buy it, you can go to a fun place called Gene's Power Sports in Baytown, Texas, and they'll put one on the water for you, and you can try it out. There are some buoys there. Here comes Sean Cox around Ashley. So yesterday, he ran away from him and went out and got ahead from him and finished out in front. Today, he wants to start behind him and try to race up through him. which is going to be great for the online footage. Sean has a shop in Plattsmouth, Nebraska, and he builds these skis, works on them, builds them, all kinds of different stuff. That's why Bentley's got super jets in 4-stroke, 2-stroke fashion. But the 2-stroke Sea-Doos are lighter with the same amount of horsepower. The problem is these big courses like this, the smaller skis tend to bounce more. So as he's making his way around there, he has a weight and probably a little bit of a speed advantage. But the rougher water today is not keeping him hooked up consistently as it did yesterday. So it's going to take him a bit more effort to get around Ashley. Good morning. All right, if you have lost a fox glove, it looks to me like it's a small glove. Well, it's a large glove. If you have lost a fox glove, we have it at the announcer's tent. It's not yours, is it? Okay. Could be Adrian's. Okay. Tristan's walking up like it might be his. It's not? Yeah, apparently y'all don't own Fox. The what? You see the glove? It's not OJ's. There you go. It's not yours. You just said it isn't yours. You have Fox? I used to have Fox gloves. They're from Adrian? Okay. So Sean's still having a problem there getting around Ashley. Charles, I have a line of sight of you, bud. You're doing a great job. Moto number 4. Moto 4 to the line. Moto 5 to the ready. And I see a lot of you getting down there, so thank you. Moto 5's pretty big, guys, so let's get with it. So we got Lewis Weiler there in the lead on the outside section of the course. Looks like Mr. Courtney's adjusted the inside split there, adding a little length to that inside start. They have had the hole shots so far this morning, so they're doing that moto math well on the inside-outside hole shots. Here comes Lewis coming across. Charles about to get a great shot of his last lap here. He's going to go into the horseshoe. Sean now taking the inside splits, trying what he can to catch back up to Miss Ashley. As I said, that ski's bouncing around heavy and hard out there. All right, looks like they got it adjusted well. Better than they did, yeah. Cool. Say that again, Wild Bill. Wild Bill is asking for ratchet straps to the scoring tower on the water. Wild Bill is asking for some ratchet straps to the scoring tower. That's the tower on the water. He said they should be right there. So we got the white flag out, checker flag now about to wave for Lewis Weiler. Easy E Racing Products. Big round of applause for him. We're going to see his daughter on that ski a little later today. Racing family, the Weilers. They're out of Dripping Springs, Texas. There's Ashley.
And I ride for Team Commander. My favorite thing about my GP1 is the fact that it's super stable in the rough water and how good it handles. My name is Karis Webster and I race the Commander 1050 GP1. My favorite thing about this ski is it's the perfect transition from junior lights to the GP class.
Oklahoma. It is east of Dallas and west of Texarkana. And we are sponsored by Jettribe, Jet Trim, Ride Now Power Sports, 321 Kawasaki, Commander Industries, Liquid Moly Lubrication, do we need holders? We're going to introduce to you now race number 5, Vintage Ski. Jaden Rosado out of Lumberton on the 52. Devin Mathis out of Conway, Arkansas. He's new with us today. Chad Manson on the 201 out of Austin. 427 is Josh Bro. We're going to go ahead and put Tony Tabor in this one today. Little Rock, Arkansas on the 9 for J-Spec Ski Works, Easy Ski Hitch Haulers, Opera Sauce, Victory Fuel, Flow Vision. Thank you very much. Bucket Truck Sales Ranch and El Reno, Oklahoma. That's the Flanagan clan. Reno 911, Born to Race Threads, Moto Option, Red Line Oil, and FXR Racing for Tony Tabor. Felix Moronenko out of Ukraine, Flower Mound, Texas on the UA7. Seth Pettit on the 66. Does he have his pink on? I think he does. And out of Quinlan, Texas, riding for Bentley Plumbing. It's the 106 of Javier Falcone. Then we also have today in race 5. That's the next race. We're on vintage still. It's the second page, so I'm sorry about that. It's the race is printed on the first page, and all the riders in the second. We'll say him again. He fight flies. They got fight flies today. So we have another glove. We have a pair now. They go a little slower, but the sound makes up for that. So it looks to me like that's Jeff Wright in the lead. I don't know. Yeah, there he is. We got Brent Teskey on the 939. He's riding for Pro Watercraft. Easy Ski Racing. We find that, or are we just putting it there? Found a phone. All right. Cool. We found a phone. If you've lost your phone, we found it on the road. Probably fell out of your pocket or off your quad. Thank you very much. Jeff Wright's out of El Dorado, Kansas. He rides for North American Health Professionals, Dale's Jet Sports, and Swanson Racing. You thought it was your dad's? Could be. Okay. Sean Carlson out of Corpus Christi, Texas. He's on the 504. Let's see. There's Josh Bro on the 427. Brant Teskey there on the 939, followed by Sean Carlson on the 504. Is that one of your gloves? They said it is. All right, cool. Perfect. We return the glove to its owner. $187 is not on my sheet. Oh, yeah, he is. That's Devin Mathis. There it is. Conway, Arkansas. He went down on the start, and it looks like he's coming back to the start-finish line. Is that what we're doing here? Yep. Oh, I see what Cooper's doing. That's his red, white, and blue wetsuit today. He's being patriotic. All right, that's cool, buddy. I can dig that. Cooper told me he's going to do aviation. Yeah? You're going to fly, right? I know you can't hear. You're going to fly. You don't know? Do you have a fear of flying? No. Well, then you should do it. Your school offers it. You should do it. Yeah. It's like jet skiing, buddy. It's the closest thing to jet skiing you get to do for a living. No? Yeah, right. Hey, you know who needs airplanes, buddy? Lawyers. And there's a lot of lawyers. A lot. And they need airplanes.
Yeah, I have the announcer going in, and I have my ambient light going in. Nothing's going into that. So I have the monitor.
I am. I slept good. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. There's Jaden on the 52. I believe they switched up skis today. They rode their new ski to test it out yesterday. This is the ski they've been riding. And the Southern boys, I'm telling you today, are having a little bit of tuning problems up here. The sea level, where the elevation's not much different, but for whatever reason, we're running a little fat, is the term for it. So we've leaned everything down overnight, worked on it some, and hope to have a better showing today. There's Josh Bro going into the horseshoe there. He's behind Chad Monson and then Brant Teskey. I do believe Brant is the defending Region 5 minutes champion. I know him and Ralph Henning were in a battle last year, and Ralph didn't make all the rounds, and Brant made more of the rounds, had his ski going better last year, was consistent. So I remember Ralph doing the Texas Southern Gentleman thing and allowing Brant to finish ahead of him so he could win the series championship. Ralph, a former Tour Pro. Ralph actually raced with Harry Gocher and Chris Fischetti and Jeff Jacobs back in the day. So this is a hobby for him again. A good hobby. It's therapeutic. Jet ski racing is. Allows you to take something you have a lot of pride in, your jet ski, and something you go to the water and practice with. Come out here and get to ride on a race course with other people that have the same interest as you do. and you see where your ski and your skills match up against others like you, your peers. Some of us have stock skis with handling. Some of us have aftermarket skis with a lot of modifications and engine work. Some of us have runabouts that we just bought a few years ago and we're learning. Some of us have skis that are only meant to race and nothing else. So it's a mixed bag, but we don't love you any less. Vintage 550 on the course right now. We want to thank our title sponsors, Jettribe out of Sulphur Springs and Jettribe 321 Kawasaki in Kansas. I want to let you know that race 1 and 2 are posted on the trailer, so if you have any issues with where you were placed, come check them out.
Hey guys, it's Taylor Swift. We're here at Jettribe getting some new mats for race season. Let's go inside. Hi Callie.
Hey Taylor, are you ready for those new mats?
Yep, let's get started.
Looking for high quality performance oil, Liqui Moly Marine is my go-to oil. 2-stroke and 4-stroke on and off the track. It's the best choice for me, and it should be yours as well.
All right, so race number 4, we're going to introduce you to them right. Well, we just had race 4. Switch to race 5 on the board, please. Race 5 is going to be vet ski lights combined with novice ski lights and expert ski lights, so we'll just call it ski lights. Number 9 out of Little Rock, Texas, riding for J Spec Ski Works, ECE Hitch Haulers, Opera Sauce, Victory Fuel, Flow Vision, Born to Race Threads, Moto Option, Redline Oil, FXR Racing. It is Tony Tabor on the number 9. On the UA7 out of Ukraine via Flower Mound, Texas, riding for TCS Marine and UA7 Racing sponsors, it's Felix Morenenko. On the 66, that is Seth Pettit. Javier Falcone on the 106 out of Quinlan, Texas. He rides for Bentley Plumbing. And on the 7 out of Houston, Texas, riding for Elite Optics, that's Adrian Fisk. On the 10B out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, riding for Leisure Pools, Jet Pilot, Flow Vision, Naughty Shine, A-Road 10, Racing, and Jet Trim, it's Tricia Poper. On the 10 out of Liberty Hill, riding for Pro Watercraft Racing, Austin Jet Skiers, Smith Optics, Factory Jettribe Racing, that is Hendricks Smith. On the 11, riding out of the same household as Trish and Ryan, it is Ryan Poper, Mr. Big Stuff. I think that's going to be his new nickname, is Mr. Big Stuff. Out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona, just recently moved to Florida, it's the 279 of Eric Grinwald. And on the, wait, hold on. What are we doing here?
Everything but the audio equipment has a battery, so we're just like charging back.
I introduced Jeremy, but Ryan. Well, Ryan is on the 11 or the 505. They mix that stuff up. Yes, ma'am.
Working on it, getting a redundant system set up. Because I'm going to be in Havasu, and he's going to be in Kansas. So, where are you going that weekend? 2 weekends. Crazy. Yeah. Y'all got a P1 thing, or?
We're not P1 in July.
Okay.
So we got some time off.
Yeah. But yeah, he's
So
going
we
to,
don't have it, so
going to Kansas, maybe? They had one. They had one. One race.
And they're off. Ski lights combined with everything. The outside split's having a hard time because they all packed up together, so you can see the spray hitting them all. The inside split decided to separate, so they're all stacked up now. By his pink life jacket, I can tell you that that's Hendrick Smith out front on the inside. I got that down, Bailey. We'll get that for you. You're welcome. It's in my memory bank. Yes, sir. So that is Hendricks on the outside. Thank you. Good racing. Good racing. Yeah. It is the top of the morning. It's almost lunch. Okay, so that is Hendricks on the lead there, followed by Ryan Poper. Then that looks like Tony Tabor in third, followed by Felix Morinenko. Then it's just a slew of riders, so many of them together, I can't tell. I know Javier Falcon there is in the back with Tricia Poper in front of him. Then it's Seth Pettit going into the horseshoe. There's a trailer in front of me. Give me a second. We got a rider down. Whistle means there's a rider down, and it's going to be in that big pack. They don't need any assistance. Looks like Grinwald. Mr. Big Stuff, Eric Grinwald. It wasn't him? Okay. You got better eyes on it than I do. Yeah, that's definitely Hendricks out front. He's on the back of the ski with the derriere in the air, trying to get it hooked up to get away from Ryan. That is a term, Bailey, derriere in the air. Excuse me. Hendricks and Tricia favor. They like that pink. So I've been corrected. Thank you, Mr. Burns. That's Tricia Poper in the lead. You are. It was a good race. Y'all had an excellent start. Best start I've seen. Mr. McQueen starting coaching school is helping. Morning. So that is, I can see it now, that is Tricia Poper in the lead. I got a better view of it now, followed by Ryan. And then, well, that could be Jeremy in second. That's Ryan there on the 11. Hold on. I still think I got that backwards. There's three Popers in the first, second, third. Okay, so, all right, I did have it right. My eyes are bad. Charles is holding his thumbs up on that. Like, yep. There's Javier and Adrian Fisk battling going into the horseshoe. The Popers are riding for Leisure Pools, Jet Pilot, Flow Vision, Naughty Shine, Aero 10 Racing, and Jet Trim. And then here's Mr. Poper to get me lined out. Okay. Okay. So I have the Poper lineup correctly. They're just behind Hendricks. I didn't think Trish would ride with her derriere in the air like that. That's a Hendricks move. Good morning, sir. Good. Yes, I can. So we want to remind you, it is coming up on lunch, and Mr. Vo here has got a bag of goodies. They've got hot dogs and tacos over by the pavilion over there on the paved road. So I can smell the chili from here. So if you're hungry and you like a hot dog, it's Memorial Day. You're supposed to eat hot dogs on Memorial Day. It's the American food. Go grab you a hot dog. this is the 5th race. This is light. So 6 is on the line, 7 is on deck. You're welcome. Yeah, that's Hendricks in the lead going into the horseshoe. He's got the gap. So this is Ryan Poper here, the young one. Then this is going to be Trisha Poper there. She's got the blue with the green or the yellow. That's how I look at you guys, is what you wear on your body and your head. You change skis too much to keep up. Now that's Felix Moronenko there, and that's Ryan Poper on the black Superjet. Now Jeremy, sorry about that. Jeremy probably hasn't ridden a stock Superjet in 20 years. Jeremy was an amazing SXR rider, and when the Hydrospace came out, it made sense for them to switch to that because you could ride the Hydrospace in stock, limited, and open, just one ski with a quick switch of an ECU. So they chose to do that, and Jeremy actually won a few years of the Veterans Open class, Expert Veterans Open World Champion. So we have recovered a phone. It is an iPhone with a spec. It's a spec case. You have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have a 6-digit passcode that we don't know what it is. So if you have lost your phone and you have a black spec case and you can unlock it, then it is your phone. There's Hendricks. He is taking the white flag from his dad. Hendricks also riding in the sports spec class. Oh, there went my sheet. Big gust of wind. Thank you very much, Mrs. Courtney. All right. Let's see, 1 and 2 are up, so that's 3 and 4, I bet. So races 3 and 4 are also posted for results. You have 30 minutes to look at your results and contest those tabulations. We needed to do that a few times yesterday. Oh, Felix going with the submarine there in the horseshoe. That was a big submarine for Felix. I did not see any green at all for him, except for the top of his hat. There's Adrian. Adrian getting away from Javier. Mr. Burns, thank you for that commentary. I appreciate it. Get everything lined out. Burns has the old DL Wood ski on the top of his trailer as you're driving out, and as a young man, really getting a treat to see DL Wood and Brett Biggert race for Sammy White's Kawasaki. You remember Sammy White? I bet not many people. That proves how old I am. No, I'm 45. You want to get really old? Who remembers Johnny O's? Nobody. Johnny O's was the premier jet ski shop in Austin, Texas. And Sammy White's was the premier jet ski shop.
And I ride for Team Commander. My favorite thing about my GP1 is the fact that it's super stable in the rough water and how good it handles. My name is Karis Webster, and I race the Commander 1050 GP1. My favorite thing about this ski is it's the perfect transition from junior lights to the GP class.
also had a part of.
When I'm looking for high quality performance oil, Liqui Moly Marine is my go-to oil. 2-stroke and 4-stroke, on and off the track. It's the best choice for me, and it should be yours as well.
Hey guys, it's Taylor Swift. We're here at Jettribe getting some new mats for race season. Let's go inside.
Hi, Callie. Hey, Taylor, are you ready for those new mats?
Yep, let's get started.
Had a look at what they were doing. We're on race 6 now. It says 5. All right, on race number 6, we're going to introduce you to him now as everybody's coming around. On the 38 out of Hazlet, Texas. That's that very bright blue and green spark of Ashton Avery. Out of Dripping Springs, Texas for Easy E Racing Products, that's the 149 of Brianna Weiler. Weiler on the 149. Out of Montgomery, Texas, riding for Race Lab Performance, it's the 11 of Ashley Sewell. On the 193 out of Fort Worth, Texas, riding for John Caldwell Pools and Dean's Team Performance, Jettribe Deplorable Racing, it's Cooper Caldwell. Scratch Rider 4. Out of Bulverde, Texas, riding for Audubon Automotive, it's the 342 of Miss Kayla Phillips. Kyla, I bet she's going to say not Kayla, Kyla. And on the 404, out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona, or is it Point St. Lucie, Florida now? They're not listening. It's Taylor Greenwald. It's not that many of them. Morning. On the outside? Rosado. Go ask Mark. Rosado. One of the Jeans King crews. Or Teskey. Brant. For the clip with the clipboard? Cooper Caldwell with the whole shot. He started a storage business. Yeah, hold. Go hold. That's fine. I'm interactive. You can come have a chat with me. I know. Hey, I'm excited to see y'all too. I know y'all are excited to see me. I know I'm not a nobody in any of this. Good morning. Who's down? Sean's down there? So Tristan doesn't know what he's talking about. Okay. Okay. Well, the need is satisfied. No. Okay. All right. Somebody's there. They're just not doing. Okay. As Bill Belichick says, do your job. Cooper Caldwell out front on that 193. Behind him is Caleb Phillips on the 342. It's a great looking ski. Then we've got Taylor Grinwald on that 404. That's their new EX and their stable of skis. Then we've got Ashton Avery there, followed by Ashley Sewell. In that 342 out of Valverde there, that's Kyla Phillips. And then there is Miss Weiler on that 149. She's in the same class as Ashton on Runabout Rec Lights, riding for Easy E Racing Products. I see Charles behind the camera, so we're still hot. Speaking of Charles Guinchard behind the camera, if you have folks at home or sponsors or friends that are home for Memorial Day, and I can tell you what I do when I'm not at the races and I know it's going on. I actually either put it on my phone or play it on my my television set or my home pod, and I actually listen to the results. I listen to the races while I'm doing other things. Even cutting the grass, I've done that. Listen to the races because I love hearing about my man Tim Miller when he's racing. And Cooper Caldwell. I did watch the P1 stuff. Yeah, I did. I knew what you did. I knew what you were doing out there. Broken throttle. Broken throttle. Who breaks a throttle? Tim Miller does. But that didn't stop him. He just held the cable out with his hand the whole race. So we've got, Terry and I were talking about this yesterday. This class really is built to be even. The Spark not necessarily having any advantage over the EX on a course like this. I think in Lake Charles, with those conditions, the way it was most of the weekend, the Sparks actually had an advantage in the rougher water. In Jackson Lloyd's case, riding the 405, you could tell. But today, with these long stretched out course and this mild chop, really both boats performing well. And great entry-level class to get into if you've got a young one and stand-up isn't for them. There's a junior option in this class for Rec Lights, or we've had people as old as 70 race in this class. There's Cooper. Race number 7. Race number 7, you're on the starting line. Great job. Race number 8 to the ready. Race number 8 is sport, so race number 8, please make your way to the starting line. That is race 5 and 6. 5 and 6 are posted. 5, I'm sorry, we're on race 6 now, sorry. Good morning. You need that? I don't have my pin. Yeah. And which rider is it? Okay, yeah. Okay, I can remember that. Dean is watching. Okay. In your truck. Dean Carrier is watching. He's got a lot of vested interest in this Texas Race Series. Met Dean in Nashville for my first nationals, and his daughter Brittany raced in my class. That was novice limited. She had a SXR with a pipe, and I had a Hydraspace. Raced a lot on that Hydraspace versus the Popers, because they had them too. All right. So that was Bentley's mom, and she asked, let's see, is Bentley in this one? 7. He is. Dean's team. Okay. Basil? He's going to ride today? No way.
And I ride for Team Commander. My favorite thing about my GP1 is the fact that it's super stable in the rough water and how good it handles.
My name is Karis Webster, and I race the Commander 1050 GP1. My favorite thing about this ski is it's the perfect transition from junior lights to the GP class.
Competition here in Region 5. There you go. Bounce up and down on that spark. Get some speed out of it. That's how you do it. Big round of applause for that Rec Lights race there, Cooper Caldwell. We are going to introduce race number 7 to you now. Make sure I got everybody I need. Also, Kyla Phillips, they're finishing in 2nd. And Brianna on the 149. So, looks to me like it said, I don't know if it's a misprint or not, but on the UA7, oh, it is. We got UA7 Basil Morinenko on one ski, that's the dad. And Felix Morinenko also on the UA7. 2 riders on the same ski. Then we got Bentley Cox on Plattsmouth, Nebraska for Dean's team. That's that real pretty blue and red ski. Then on the 405 out of Oklahoma City for 405 Motorsports, Wimbledon Customs, Thrust Innovations, VP Fuels, Amsoil, and Smith Racing. That's Christian Bain. Then on the 41 out of Wichita, Kansas, riding for Big Fish Bail Bonds, Nautiwater Racing, Dad, Smith Racing is Tristan Hebert. On the 43, riding for NAHP and Dale's Jet Sports, that's Lily Wright. On the 106 out of Quinlan, Texas, Bentley Plumbing's Javier Falcone. On the 160 out of Sulphur Springs, Texas, riding for Jettribe and Jet Trim, that's Andrew Vo. And on the 627, out of Wichita, Kansas, riding for Big Fish Bail Bonds and his dad, that is Trent Cornett. The light is on, the horn is sounded. Rec Ski Lights is underway. Tristan yard sails on the start. We got a rider down on the start.
Just like you got to get it to where it sends the HT kind of by it. Like you don't see any of the numbers that I have on.
Meanwhile, it looks like with the dark color ski that it is, that's Bentley Cox on the 319 on the inside. Looks like Felix Morenenko is behind him. On the outside, it looks to me like that's Lily Wright. So here comes Bentley on the inside. They just lengthened up that buoy. It is. So now we've got Andrew Vo there getting the whole shot on the outside. Then Lily Wright. Then Bentley Cox. Then Felix Morenenko. That's not his dad. Then that's Trent there on the 627. Then we got Christian coming around on the 405. That's him there. Don't blow away. Stay with me. Then here comes Tristan on the 41. I can see Sport Spec out there warming up. Skinny told me she's not missing any buoys today. Skinny gave us all the drama yesterday. Appeared that she was leading the Moto in Moto 2 to win the overall. And scoring showed that she missed a buoy and did not make it up, so she went a lap down. So even though she was first in position, she was not first by scoring, and scoring is the one that counts. You got to do it all right the first time. And if you don't, you get one chance to make up for it. And if you miss that chance, then your chance is over. Want to give a shout out to the Rosado brothers today. They raced excellent yesterday. They're continuing that today. I wish the flies didn't bite. I'm okay with the fly landing on me, but I'm not okay with the fly biting me. They're starving for food, I guess, or they're trying to get us out of their territory. It is Sunday morning, and we are in the country, so I want to remind you that today is the Lord's Day, and we thank Him for the whole day, all day. Right, that's what I wanted. Tomorrow is Memorial Day, so we want to thank those that made the decision to leave home and go to a place they don't know and fight for something for us. Some of them did not come home, and that's why we have tomorrow off, is to remember them. If you served in the military and you're with us today, we definitely thank you. There's Javier going into the horseshoe. He's coming up to put Tristan a lap down. Don's teasing me. He parked his jet ski right in front of me so I can look at it longer than I need to. Yeah, I know. He's gonna make me talk about Commander Industries in Flagstaff, Arizona, the Websters that take beautiful Kawasaki SXRs and remove their vital organs and place them into another beautiful work of art known as a GP1. And it becomes a whole new animal. It's gorgeous to look at. It's a wonderful sound. And I know the people that ride them really appreciate them. If Steve's ever interested in free advertisement for life, I actually do have an SXR and a few 1500 motors. So if Steve were ever to just think I need to do something nice for somebody, then you could ship a hull to Port Neches, Texas, and I promise you I could make it float and run on the water one day, and I would be happy to put 232 on the side of it. I'm sure Steve, if he's not listening this morning, he will later today. And I hope to see him this year. I don't know where, but I hope to see the Websters this year. I always enjoy when I get to see them. They do come to Texas and race. And I know based on how he is, it's like, yeah, we always come to Texas, but you never come out here. You're right. So, racing action on the course, I believe we still have Andrew Vo, who's there on the inside splits. Matched up, which we wanted yesterday, with Bentley Cox on the outside splits. Vo and... Oh! Andrew Vo goes down! Andrew Vo catching a ripple there and goes down. Opening the door for Christian Bain. No, he's lap down. Yeah, you can look at that there. So that's Andrew Vo taking the checkered flag. We were looking to see if Christian's boat and Bentley's boat are similar. So we were hoping.
Hey guys, it's Taylor Swift. We're here at Jettribe getting some new mats for race season. Let's go inside.
Hi, Callie. Hey, Taylor, are you ready for those new mats?
Yep, let's get started.
Look at Cooper. He's like, he could be. He could pull that off. Somebody had asked me to keep mentioning Killer Frog, right? Killer Frog racing. I haven't done it enough, but I need to do it more.
My favorite thing about my GP1 is the fact that it's super stable in the rough water and how good it handles.
My favorite thing about the new GP1 is how easy it was to set up. We just threw an engine in, threw a pump in, and we're winning races.
My favorite thing about the new GP1 is how it's made in America and how much stronger they are.
Out of plastic, they install like lights and things in them, so reptile for anything, but they're into the lizards, and I don't know if any of them are poisonous. I'm sure some of them could be, but they're real big into that. I mean, that's their business, you know, making those things. So he's got a Commander as well. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's a GP1. I don't know which one it is. Don's going to move this gorgeous 93 out of my my view here shortly. But the reason I like it so much is it's orange and blue, which are my race colors. I don't have any skis that are orange and blue, but if I ever did, that's what it would be. Union 76 or 76 gasoline. So if you work anywhere or you live anywhere that actually has Union 6 gasoline, that is my company. I make every single drop of Union gasoline or 76 gasoline. It only comes from my refinery in Port Arthur. Yeah. Yeah. Chances are if it's Shell V-Power, if you buy Shell, diesel or V-Power gasoline, there's a 99% chance I made it, or my refinery made it, and I touched it. And I can guarantee you, if you buy 76 gasoline anywhere in the world, I made it. Real truth. Not lying. We make a lot. People use a lot, too. That is correct. And believe it or not, 76 is popular up here, Oklahoma and Dallas, but not so much in the Houston area where it's made. I don't know why, but pulled it from California and are reintroducing it to the Midwest. You never hear much about Amoco gasoline either. You don't. It's more in Atlanta and Mississippi, but it's actually made in Texas City, Texas. Marathon makes Amoco now. All right. We're going to introduce race 7. No, we're on race 8. This is Sport GP. Sport Spec. It is. That's all they said. You found it. They found it. Trent tried to tell you. On the number 6 out of Hurst, Texas, riding for Watercross of Texas and TCS Marine, it's Joe Barilski. On the 37 out of Liberty Hill, Texas, riding for Pro Watercraft Racing, Austin Jet Skier, Smith Optics, Factory Jettribe Racing, that is Hendricks Smith. On the 69 out of Kaufman, Texas, riding for Greener Grass Motorsports, Joey Malden. On the 111 out of Melissa, Texas, riding for Neptune, MFS, Dale's Jet Sports, it is Skinny Casey Moore. On the 502 out of those buddies are out of Lumberton. He's out of Ider, Texas. Riding for JD 232 Racing and Salvage, it's Charlie Bumpus. And on the 910 out of Norman, Oklahoma, riding for himself, it is Craig Ingram. Race 9 to staging. Race 9 to staging. Race 1 through 3, your 30 minutes is up. Race 4, 5, and 6, your results are posted. 6 is coming. Hendricks got a wonderful start that time. Had enough time to even look behind him. I see the red flag out. And it might be premature acceleration. I don't know.
And I ride for Team Commander. My favorite thing about my GP1 is the fact that it's super stable in the rough water and how good it handles.
My name is Karis Webster and I race the Commander 1050 GP1. My favorite thing about this ski is it's the perfect transition from junior lights to the GP class.
For race 9, hold up just a second. Race 10, pause for a cause. And let's see, Justin's got the red flag out, and he's gonna, when everybody gets back, he's gonna grip it in his hand and he's gonna point, and he's gonna put his hand on top of his head, signifying that one of these riders will have to dead engine start, or it could be, I see there's a lot of work going on the line. It could have been that someone asked for a 2-minute hold, they didn't see it, and they went with the start. And no one will have to do anything different. We'll just get the 2 skis started, and we'll just get the 2 skis started, and then we'll start everything over the way it should have been the first time. Okay, we got one fired off. That's great. Keep it running. Don't let it go anywhere. Sounds good. Get some heat in it. Want to thank Jettribe, Jettribe, Nautiwater Racing, 321 Kawasaki, Ride Now Power Sports, Liquid Moly, Commander, 4F Photography, Charles Guinchard Photography, Works. All great companies. Charles, as I mentioned yesterday, he's our cameraman and our producer and our internet guru. No, he was in front of you winning. I know that's a Shooter McGavin thing. No, I didn't see him hit the ball that long. I was too busy winning the tournament. All right, I hear the other one fired off. That's a one Yamaha that's good to go and one Sea-Doo that's now good to go. So that's what happened is they asked for a 2-minute hold and they didn't get it. So now we're gonna re-rack them, stack them, and do it again with nobody with their hand on their helmet. So Hendricks is going to get another shot at it. 2 goes to 1, light goes off. If you didn't start this time, then that's it. We're gonna just pull you back and say you DNS'd. Todd being smart on he's in his own class there, so he's going to let everybody go and let the water free up so he can start his race his way. All right, so what are we doing now? Can't tell. Hendricks is still on the front stretch there, and it looks like Joey Malden's on the back stretch. Okay, so Hendricks is out front on the front split. He did not get as good a start this time. Oh, he bobbles. Hendricks bobbles. Now Joey Malden's going to end up with the whole shot. He's excited. Hendricks now in second, followed by Craig Ingram in third. Joe Barilski with the best start of the weekend in fourth. There's Skinny now, followed by Charlie Bumpus. Those are the 2 that were having the starter issues there, Skinny and Charlie. Water conditions are a little rough to get the boat cleared out. Whoa! Almost lost an RXPX there. And there's Todd. His boat's loaded up too. Need to get them things cleaned out. Want to remind you that the hot dog vendor is open for business. So if a hot dog sounds like what you want today, roll on over to the vendor area right by the pavilion and grab you a hot dog or a taco. They have hot dogs any way you like them, plain. They have one with chili and cheese. I had one yesterday. It is a ballpark style hot dog. So if you're a Rangers fan and wish you could get to more games, I know the ticket prices went way up after they won the World Series. So if you still want a hot dog from the ballpark style but don't want to pay the ballpark price, then run on over, grab you a ballpark style hot dog. Or if you're from down south like me and you prefer a taco, grab yourself a taco. So for the first time, switching to the Sea-Doo HX, Joey Malden is in the lead. He's looking behind him. I know right now he's thinking, don't miss a buoy. Don't fall. That's what I'd be thinking. As you can tell, the water was really smooth yesterday. Conditions changed today to where it is a light chop, and it's making everyone handle differently. Even Craig Ingram's out there bouncing around. These skis are old, light, and they're not high-powered. So to get through the chop and not miss a buoy and stay ahead of somebody chasing you, not that easy. Let's see, we got Joe Barilski there in 4th. Charlie Bumpus there in 5th. Skinny looks to me like she might only be on 1.5 cylinders there. She'll salvage her day for points. Charlie Bumpus, actually the point leader coming into the weekend. Don't know if it'll stay that way. Hendricks has anything to say about it. 6 and 7 are posted, so we'll go ahead and close 1 through 4. If you're in race 5, 6, or 7, you have 30 minutes or less to come and look at your results for Moto 1 and find out what you need to do for Moto 2. We may be taking a short pause in between this next race to do a course adjustment, so bear with us if that's possible. Ashley Sewell's out there down there asking for holders, so if you could please make your way to the starting line and hold for this runabout race. We have a little bit of time, but we do need holders to the line, please. We got a rider down in the horseshoe, and oh my goodness, it's the leader. Oh my goodness, it's our leader, Joey Malden. And I can't see where he is. I don't see any extra drama on the course, so Joey is down. Oh, he's a long way down too. So it's going to take him a minute to get to his ski. It was, however, enough time for Hendricks to get by him. Now Craig Ingram is getting by him, so he is currently still on the podium. He knows this. He's up on the course marshal, but oh, wait a minute. So now we get to see the hardest thing in jet skiing, folks, is trying to get back on an HX in the deep water. It's not easy to do. Rob knows very well what to do. So what they're going to do is they're going to go to the front of Joey's boat and hold it steady for him. He's got time before Skinny comes around or Charlie comes around to stay on the podium. He is up on it. Now he's got to get his lanyard in it and get it underway. That's actually a very successful mount right there. That's really, really good. Stay on it, Joey. Oh, no. You got to stick with him until he gets in under power, guys. Meanwhile, your point leader, Charlie Bumpus, he sees what's going on. He sees it. He sees the yellow flag. He's going to go around really slow. So does Skinny.
Turn on the live box in there. Like there's a screen on it that you can see if your camera's getting.
So now Joey falling to 6th place. And our leader coming for the white flag now, Hendrick Smith, riding for Deplorable Racing and Smith Racing. Yeah, he's out there asking him what happened. Joey now back on his ski. They're going to stay with him until he gets it under power and gets going, if it does. Come on, buddy. I know that feeling all too well. It's like acid in your mouth. You're leading a race, everything's going your way, and then something happens. And when you fall on these sport boats, you're done. To get back on one and hold your place, even on the lead lap, is hard. So Joey's going to go ahead and get in front of Hendricks, which is smart, to get his lap back. There's Craig Ingram now in second place. Let's see. It's Hendricks. I think Joey went down. He did. Joey went down again. So the other thing about when you fall off these boats and you try to get on them, they bog down in the water, and they fill up with water, and it really takes about a lap to get most of the water back out of it. Joe Gorilski and Joey are both down. Feel like I should be out there, so that's 3 Joeys down at once. Oh, it looks like Joe's going to come in. No, Joe's actually doing it right. He's gotten the boat started under power, so there's a little bit of thrust underneath him, and then he's going to get back on it that way. That's the way I do it for practice. Or they've got it on the hook, and he just latched onto it. That's your Moto 1 winner, Hendrick Smith.
My favorite thing about my GP1 is the fact that it's super stable in the rough water and how good it handles.
My favorite thing about the new GP1 is how easy it was to set up. We just threw an engine in, threw a pump in, and we're winning races.
My favorite thing about the new GP1 is how it's made in America and how much stronger they are.
Undisputed to Craig Ingram. And then point leader Charlie Bumpus ends up on the podium. That's how that works. So that's second place right there. Craig Ingram out of Norman, Oklahoma. Home of the worst team in Oklahoma sports history. The best team is the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Go Pokes.
When I'm looking for high quality performance oil, Liqui Moly Marine is my go-to oil. 2-stroke and 4-stroke on and off the track. It's the best choice for me, and it should be yours as well.
Here comes Todd Carlson. He made the whole race. Great for him. Miss Tricia.
Founder of Commander Industries. Just want to go over what comes with your Commander GP1 hull kit. The hulls will come to you with your nose and wings already mounted on your ski, all your hardware with your bushings and everything all put in place. Your handle pole bracket will already be drilled for installing it. Your hood has its vents put in. It has The hood seals are already installed. It's basically aligned and ready to go. Your rear sponsons are installed and sealed in place. All of the holes are drilled and tapped for your ride plate, your intake grate. All your fittings are put in place as far as your pump shoe, your pump plate, your water lines, steering cable bracket. All that's already pre-done for you, so you don't have to do any of those things once you receive it. Your bulkhead bearing carrier is drilled, tapped, and positioned and aligned for drive shaft alignment. You have your fittings for your steering cable. One of the cables is for steering. One of the holes is for steering cable. The other one is for your, if you utilize a drop nozzle, 2.5-inch stainless steel exhaust that goes all the way through with a sealed on the end with a billet aluminum bezel. Because we've already drilled, tapped, aligned all your engine driveline components, then you have to just transfer everything out of your SXR and into the new hull. Everything that you need will come with the boat, as far as being able to attach your motor to your driveline, for your steering cable, your couplers, ride plate, intake grate, that's all done. All your hardware for your pump is already included, and the rest of it is just used off of your SXR. So at Commander, we have two different options. You can get your pre-prepped haul packet, or you can do a complete turnkey boat where we supply you with everything you're going to need, including a new SXR, or if you have an existing SXR, you can send it to us, and we can use that as a donor for the build. So if you choose to go with a turnkey package.
Tim Miller on the 37 in a race with Pablo Pagan. We got James House on the 23 out of Kemah, Texas. We got Sean Whitaker on the 72 out of Garland, Texas, riding for Dale's Jet Sports. I don't know if we're going to let that one go. We got Cooper Caldwell out of Fort Worth, Texas on the 193. We got Greg Sewell on the Lakeway, Texas 413. And we got Lewis Weiler out of Dripping Springs on the Easy E Racing Products 149. So Cooper got another great start, but we're going to have to give the whole shot again to Tim Miller. Then that's James House on that 23, followed by Sean Whitaker. There's top four. Pablo Pagan in fifth. Lewis Weiler there in sixth. Then we got Greg Sewell in seventh. And then Kyle's not on the sheet today, but that's Kyle Robinson out there on the 24. FXSBHO. Okay, that's race 9 on the water. We got race 10 coming up. Is that right? Can't say good enough things about the city of Paris, Texas for hosting our races this weekend. They have definitely opened up their arms to their facilities here at Lake Crook and local businesses. Went downtown last night, did a nice stroll. Tim Miller out front now, just behind him, a buoy behind him is Cooper Caldwell. So Cooper's going to get all the jet wash Tim can throw at him. And he's going to figure out on that RXPX how to get around him. Meanwhile, in third place, James House, a little bit by himself, but he's watching what's going on in front of him and being mindful what's behind him. Sean Whitaker there is about 2 buoys behind him. So he's currently focused on racing up to Cooper Caldwell and Tim Miller. Tim told me he prefers Money nickname over Big Perm. There's Kyle Robinson on the 24. So Tim electing to go to the inside splits. On the racing, they're really, wait a minute. Cooper Caldwell using the outside splits takes over the lead. Tim Miller now moves to second. I think choosing that inside was a bad decision. But they'll swap spaces, and Tim will now eat all of that Sea-Doo Dean's Team jet wash. Also riding for Jettribe and Jet Trim, and I have not mentioned BP Concepts one time this weekend. If Brandon, you're listening, Brandon Preston, BP Concepts, if you have a jet ski with just a number plate on it and you want to include your sponsors or have graphics, please get in touch with BP Concepts, and he will custom design a wrap for you with what sponsors you would like to display on your ski. He has one for the HX. Have yet to seen it, but I know he has one. Race number 10 to the line, race 11 to the ready. There's Greg out of Lakeway, Texas. Great name for a town, Lakeway. So Cooper having a little bit of rough water conditions there in the front stretch, slows up there momentarily. Oh, he almost goes off. Tim sees it. Now they're back together again, just like Dean and Sammy. And what is Tim going to do with him? They're not in the same class, so Cooper leading the Moto and his class, Tim leading his class, but in second place. James House now still in third. He's coming around the horseshoe there. Tim and Cooper both using the inside split to get around the lap rider of Greg Sewell. Eric Grinwald over there, Mr. Big Stuff, trying to get me in trouble today. And he's talking to Miss Sewell now. You would not believe what Mr. Big Stuff tried to get me to do, Ashley. But I didn't listen to him. Uh-huh. Yeah, no. It's my mistake. You're just trying to get me to repeat it. I'm learning. That's a good nickname for you, buddy. Mr. Big Stuff. Exactly. I could call you Big Country, but you ain't from Texas. You got to be from Texas to earn that nickname, buddy. All right, so Cooper's still out front. We got, there's Lewis Weiler there. He just got a face full of water. I saw it as he was coming off the trailer. Lewis just got a face full of water. So he's going to take a break for a second, regroup. For which one? Go try. Go try. Shanti Lloyd, over by the pavilion. Then talk to Brian. He's the race director. He has a radio. Got to take care of my people, folks. Let's see. Okay, so now Cooper and Tim are back together. Cooper's going to stay on the outside because he knows it's faster. Tim is not going to make the mistake and go to the inside because he knows it didn't work and he doesn't want to lose any space. So what he's doing, he's putting pressure on Cooper that's hitting these buoys like he was yesterday, and he's hoping that he'll miss one. And then with the checkered flag coming out, he does not have another lap to make one up. So that's smart strategy. Force your opponent to make a mistake with time running out. Cooper Caldwell with the Moto lead, and in second place, Tim Miller. And as they're getting down to the water to get their riders, want to say a big shout out to John Caldwell and Jay Caldwell Pools. We're going to be back up here in August for
performance oil, Liqui Moly Marine is my go-to oil. 2-stroke and 4-stroke, on and off the track. It's the best choice for me, and it should be yours as well.
My favorite thing about my GP1 is the fact that it's super stable in the rough water and how good it handles.
My favorite thing about the new GP1 is how easy it was to set up. We just threw an engine in, threw a pump in, and we're winning races.
My favorite thing about the new GP1 is how it's made in America and how much stronger they are.
Altus, Oklahoma next month, and we'd love to see you all there. And then if you're a junior here listening, or if your ski's broke and it's not racing today, hey, that's fine. 4th of July weekend on the Oklahoma City River at the Olympic Training Facility, they're going to host the Junior Star Nationals. They did it for the first time last year. It was a very successful event. It's only for juniors. There's no other amateur or expert or pro classes available. It's only juniors, but they let them run every class that a junior is capable of running. So you see them on sport boats, you see them on 2-stroke skis, you see them on 4-stroke skis, you see them on aftermarket skis. And it's a great event. It gives all the young riders, the juniors, a chance to obviously race on the internet the whole day. And it gives them a chance to develop their skills on the camera and with their sponsors doing interviews. If they're going to be pros one day, they have to have experience doing that. It is not me announcing that. It is actual seasoned professionals announcers like Don Dawson and Rick Lake, people like that, that come and do it. It is legit national race, national championship. All right, race number 10 on the 41 out of Wichita, Kansas. It's Tristan Hebert. On the 43 out of Kansas City, Missouri, Lily Wright. Don't know if we got Lawrence Casper to the line or not, but if he's on there, thank you for showing up. 106 is Javier Falcone. 127 is Michael Lewandowski. The 160 is Andrew Vo. The 466, that's not right, he's the UA7, is Felix Morinenko. And then we combine with beginner ski, so Megan Burns, our Moto 1 winner yesterday, is on the 29. Jackson Yostin is on the 111. And Jared DeLong is on the 543. Lots of four-stroke Superjets out there. And we're cheering for Miss Megan Burns today. First time to race. There's Joey. Hey, I know that feeling all too well, brother. It stings, but guess what? There's good news from that. That means you're getting faster. That means it's all coming together, and it just all has to happen in one race. That's it. You've done everything you're supposed to do now, but put it all together in one race. Congratulations. Hold your head high. It's a part of it. It's a part of it, buddy. Skinny's laughing. Skinny knows exactly what I'm talking about all too well. Skinny Malden. Skinny Moore. Actually, you know why I do that? Because there's a Casey Malden on the West Coast that I talk to a lot. So I associate Casey Malden and Casey Moore wrong. I'm sorry. They're teasing me for what I messed up on yesterday. What I'm talking about, guys, is if you race long enough and there's ups and downs in this game, all right? Nobody wins their first day out unless you're Megan Burns. It's rare air. So when you put one of these skis together and you learn it, it's new, it's not what you're used to, it's not what you practice on. You have a full-time job, you have a family, this is still what your hobby is, but you get a good start, but you don't win. Or people break in front of you and you inherit the lead and you win by default. I mean, all these things, right? But to put together what Hendricks, for example, is doing and Cooper Caldwell is doing, to get a hole shot or to have that dead engine start and race up through the field and still win and not be faded by what circumstances you have, takes a long time and you got to pay a lot of dues to get to that point. So what Joey Malden went through today is he got a hole shot finally. He was out in front. He was faster than his competition. But when I said it, I jinxed it. You can't miss the buoy. You can't fall off. You can't have a mechanical problem. Joey fell off his ski. These skis are not easy to get back on. So he had a hard time doing that. That loaded the ski up, which ended up causing him a mechanical problem. And he ran out of time and lost his first place spot. Then he lost his podium, but he will come back. He will be better. He will not make those mistakes again. And I have a good, strong feeling we'll see Joey Malden on the podium soon. All right, I don't hear any whistles blowing, so race, okay, they did not combine race 10. Race 11 is going to be its own race. Good deal. So that's the UA7 out front, Felix Morinenko on that UA7 Racing TCS Marine Superjet. And then the 021, I don't know if that's Travis or somebody else racing for him. No, it is Travis Falanga. Then it's the 106 of Javier Falcone, followed by Andrew Vo. Andrew's having some mechanicals. His boat's cutting out. That's the 20 of Zach Smith right there. Somebody wave down Andrew and have him come back to the start line where we can check if a spark plug didn't pop off or something. Somebody go, well, Javier's down on the outside of the course. He got back up. Wind's popping in. Look at those waves, white cap out there. There's Tristan on the 41. They're all over the course. But I do believe that Felix on the UA7 is unofficially in the lead, followed by in second place, Travis Falanga. There's Lily Wright. Everybody's bobbing out there. Even Felix. Felix goes down. Tristan's down again. They're dropping like flies, and the flies are covering us up here. Oh, Falanga's finding some speed in the chop there. Nope, never mind. That slowed him down.
But you made it go live on Facebook. That's like, that was like, you're in the ballpark.
So everybody's sharing with me how rough it is out there right now. It's a bigger course, so you can see the waves white capping, but not being able to see the whole course in one view. Is that your phone? It fell off the motorcycle and it was on the ground. Okay, so we found the owner of the phone and the gloves. Thank you for turning them in. So Andrew's got his boat under better power. It's just hopping and popping out there. I can get 130 miles to the gallon on this hog. Charles, I got a line of sight of you, buddy. I know you're still hot over there. All of them are jumping like porpoises out there. For the white flag now for Felix in the lead. Felix putting together a good moto out there. It gets tough when you go into the horseshoe because the waves are now at the back of you rolling forward, so it makes the nose of the ski go down and can cause you to submarine. There's Lily Wright. I believe she's moved up into second place. Because they said Travis had gone down. There he is. There's Falanga there. So again, that's what you're seeing is they're coming into the horseshoe and turning on the top of the horseshoe there. The waves are pushing the nose of the ski down, causing them to submarine. So you've noticed all the riders have adjusted to the very back of the ski, which helps them keep the nose up as much as possible. But then when it submarines, the nose is light, and they can't bounce to the middle. So the track is definitely winning right now. Tristan there actually hops a big wave and goes down, allowing Javier to go past him. Tristan doing the log jump type hop there. Somebody once told me when the weather conditions or when the water conditions get like that, it's like riding whoops around the entire track. It's one of the best descriptions I ever heard. Imagine riding whoops the whole track if you ride motocross. It's just bounce, 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 bounce. Of course, that's easy for me to say behind the microphone and Charles to think behind the camera.
I think that was just like the entry level.
At number 20, Zach Smith. He's out of Grady, Oklahoma. One of the old Cross Canadian Ragweed members out of Grady, Oklahoma. I believe it was Randy Cross. There's Andrew Vo. He's got his ski back under power now. Felix Mordenenko taking the lead in the win. Happy about that. While they're coming around, we can go ahead and introduce race 11 to you. Race 11 is beginner ski. Okay, we're going to say that race I see some folks that just went to the hot dog vendor and picked up some goodies. Here comes Lily. We'll see her later on the one-wheel thing. Always doing the one-wheel. Talking about food so much, I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, like you can undo that bolt on the bottom and then that top head comes off. And when you order it, I forget what they call it, but it's like a ball head. I want to say mine's like a 4-inch, that might be like a 2.5 or something like that. And yeah, like it's different brand, but it came in the exact same bag. And it looks like they made it in the same factory in China, and mine just has different colors on it. Because like this...
I think Jackson found the tape.
Yeah, this came with a cheaper head, and like I just replaced it with a nice one. Like the tripod is fine. Just the head wasn't... like professional video shooters that are...
Sarah, is he okay? Okay. Frustration happens. Yeah, I know it is. Yeah. Beginner ski, here we go. First time.
Land, it's like flying a plane. It's like, all right, you're figuring out how to fly. Now, you're going to run into problems. You got to figure out how to solve them.
Light goes off.
I'll say like,
Ski takes off. So they're coming around. I know Megan Burns was on the inside. I see her on the blue buoys now. I know we got to ride her down. That's what the whistling means. Megan goes down. As many as the riders went down in the last ride, in the last moto, I would expect the same in this beginner moto. Even the course marshals are having a tough time out there. That's Jared there on the 543. Megan now racing up to second. Got to share the goodness with the world. So as we watch them bounce and bang around out there, beginner ski, it's Sunday, say a prayer for them, because it's rough for any of us out there, especially if you're new. That's what Cooper's sitting in front of me doing. He said, I wouldn't want to be out there on a new Superjet. No, sir. You would? Nah, I didn't think so. For X2, okay. Holders to the line for X2. Holders to the line for X2. Thank you, Brant, for coming to ask that. That's fine. It won't go anywhere. I don't know what it even is. I know what that is, though. Charles, I can see you. How's the wind treating you down there? He's holding the tent down. He can't even signal to me. You want to see skis having a hard time battle the rough water. Wait till we get these X2s out there. Josh Bro just gave me a very cross look. Yeah, I know they're not looking forward to this one. And I want to compare this to Lake Charles. I don't think it's as rough as Lake Charles was, but they said it's different because the course is bigger in the way that the waves are. Lake Charles was coming in from the outer shore to the shore. This is actually going across the course. So the wind's coming from a different direction. Makes it a lot more difficult. So you want it, well. The splits and the nose would dip down. You either figured out get in the middle of the ski to try to get the nose up, or you got on the very, very back of the ski and slowed down and tried to make it ride like that, and just kind of like where everybody else was trying to stay flat and they were sinking. You had your nose up to where you would track just enough that every lap you would inch further and further and further in front of them. And then I don't know if you fell 1 or 2 times or if it was a bobble, but you never fell off the side of the ski. You always fell behind the ski where you could pop back up. And that was a war of attrition right there. So keep the nose up like that when the waves are doing that to prevent it from subbing is how you get past that. Because nobody else out there was doing that. Nobody. So you were doing that, but they're actually so far apart. I agree with you there. But you were riding from this buoy to this buoy to that buoy, honestly better than anybody else. And then like I was telling you, and that's all I can really see though, right? But everything else, everybody was dealing with the same thing. Everybody was having the same issue. No, I like where I'm sitting. It would be a better view. Charles has a better view down there. It's just I wouldn't be able to see the starts from down there, or at least I don't think I could. All right, race number 12. Race number 12, X2 Limited, X2 Open. Had a good combo with Felix there. We were talking about his strategy on the water versus everybody else. He figured out something that not many of the other riders did yet, so that's good for him. He's a junior rider coming up behind Lily Ride and Javier Falcone and Andrew Vo. So I believe it's Jake DeLong in the lead still on the 543. When they come around, we'll be able to tell you. Followed by Megan Burns. Uh-oh. Hold on to your tents.
My favorite thing about my GP1 is the fact that it's super stable in the rough water and how good it handles.
My favorite thing about the new GP1 is how easy it was to set up. We just threw an engine in, threw a pump in, and we're winning races.
My favorite thing about the new GP1 is how it's made in America and how much stronger they are.
There's Jared on the 543. I believe he's the leader, fixing to come up and put Jackson a lap down. He's taking the checkered flag, though, so his race is over. Now we're waiting on Miss Megan. They went ahead and waved Jackson off, too. Miss Megan's on the back stretch, I believe. Coming off the splits. That was a smile. All right, looks like Mr. Brandt got the holders they want on the 939. We got Brandt Teskey out of Missouri. On the 201, we got Chad Manson. He's out of Austin. And on the 427, we got Josh Bro. Looks like Shannon Watson did get his ski running last night, so he's running with us today. Enjoy watching Shannon ride. As I told you, when you want to see how rough it really is out there, watch these X2s bounce around. Josh Bro doing a really good job on the inside splits, though. They were telling me this is actually the easier part of the course out there. In the deeper part, the waves are spread more apart. It's when you get closer to the shore right here that the waves are closer together and it's harder to time, as Felix was saying. So Josh coming around for the start here. Yeah, they just started. They haven't made a lap yet. We got Brandt Teskey racing for the whole shot with Josh Bro right there. They'll come out together. As you see, it's bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. So we'll go ahead and close 1 through 6, I believe is right, and 7 through 11, 10 or 11. You're still hot for the remainder of the 30 minutes. Want to thank Nautiwater Racing, Jettribe, Jet Trim, Commander Industries, 321 Kawasaki, Ride Now, Liquid Moly, 4F Photography, Charles Guinchard Photography, Commander, J. Caldwell Pools, Cooper's grandpa and uncle for cooking barbecue. I bet we don't. I bet we don't. But we might. But I bet we don't. It's almost noon, and we're not even done with the first half yet.
Yeah, it's a much better view up here.
But you don't have to worry. Are you driving? Did you drive here? Or did you ride? Oh, okay. The questions never stop. The questions never stop. Ever. Ever. and humbly. Yeah. Oh.
And then he said something about the race like once every minute. And like, y'all might not hear all that in the speaker, but I like it all loud in the speaker. So I just want to know that I know that you're using Alpha is not to go up. Password is not to go up. I don't have mine. Oh, I didn't see
looking for high quality performance oil, Liqui Moly Marine is my go-to oil. 2-stroke and 4-stroke, on and off the track. It's the best choice for me, and it should be yours as well.
And I ride for Team Commander. My favorite thing about my GP1 is the fact that it's super stable in the rough water and how good it handles.
My name is Karis Webster and I race the Commander 1050 GP1. My favorite thing about this ski is it's the perfect transition from junior lights to the GP class.
So, 11 is posted. We're going to introduce Jet Ski GP to you on the 12 out of Spicewood, Texas. He's the Austin jet skier. That's Mike Myhills. And on the 10 out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, riding for Leisure Pools, Jet Pilot, Flow Vision, Naughty Shine, Air 10 Racing, Jet Trim. That's Tricia Poper. Out of Norman, Oklahoma, on the 17, that is Craig Fain. On the 93 out of Altus, Oklahoma, riding for Cope Plumbing, that is Don Cope. And yesterday's big winner out of Sulphur Springs, Texas, riding for Elite Fireplace and Stove. That is Brian Snyder. And on the SXR out of Liberty, Missouri, asked me to call him the Missile, number 51. on the, it's Adrian on the inside split on the outside section, but he got back up. Mike Myhill's now getting around Don Cope, racing up to the missile. Yes, he's on the Kansas City Chiefs boat. Usually he runs one of those ex-Devon Farthing looking skis, but he's got that Kansas City pride in him. Yeah, we're getting ready for GP ski. This is veterans and amateur GP. We'll have pro GP here in a minute. That's 12 or 11? 12, cool. 11's posted, gotcha. There's Craig Fane coming across into the horseshoe. I agree. Good talk, Russ. No, I'm good. I appreciate you asking, though. I can see Charles. He's still good. Yeah, because you're one-handed. You need me to peel tape? Do you realize I peel tape for a living? I get paid to do that. Seriously, I ship products all over the world. In tape. How much? That much or more? Figure out. Keep it straight. Keep it straight. Keep it straight. I smell the hot dogs. If you're getting hungry, he's doing it right. He's burning one. That way you can smell it, make you hungry, go eat one. Big curve. Sorry. So I think no. Well, I don't know, but he hasn't come and said yet, but if we do, it's going to be short like it was yesterday. So, do you need one? You're the third person to ask, and nobody's kind of mentioned yes, but I kind of feel like everybody's feeling it. So, I mean, if we were just here riding, I wouldn't go out there and ride right now. I'd sit and wait it out. I think the common theme of what everybody out there doing right now is surviving first and then trying not to fall so far from their jet ski that they have to swim.
For Team Commander. My favorite thing about my GP1 is the fact that it's super stable in the rough water and how good it handles.
My name is Karis Webster, and I race the Commander 1050 GP1. My favorite thing about this ski is it's the perfect transition from junior lights to the GP class.
Race 14, junior four-stroke lights. Yeah, that's why 15, this is in between the Commanders. They changed the runabouts up. So the runabouts are in the middle now instead of the end. So, cool, thank you. Four-stroke lights. Trent switched over to the 141 boat, and he's getting all the bouncing. Oh, and he goes down. Trent goes down. If you are race 1 after 14, I'd ask, I don't know if we're going to have a break or not. Go ahead and get your ski ready if we don't, and if we do, then it'll give you a little bit more time to relax. It does look like the water's calming out there a bit to me. I'm sure everybody disagrees with that. I'm an optimist. Race number 14 is on the water right now. We got Javier Falcone on the 106 for Lindley Plumbing. We got Bentley Cox out of Platmas, Nebraska, riding for Dean's team on the 319. Christian Baines on the 405 for Wamilton Customs. Thrust Innovations, VP Fuels, Amsoil Racing, Smith Racing. We got Tristan Hebert on his 41 for Big Fish Bail Bonds, Nautiwater Racing, Dad, Smith Racing. And Trent Cornett's on the 421 in this race, riding for the same people that Tristan does. We want to thank Nautiwater Racing for putting on the events, and Jettribe for outfitting us with very nice gear. Jet Trim for riding on very soft mats. Liquid Moly for providing motor oil. Here comes the word, folks. There will be a short break. Everybody wins. No, I think everybody's coming up saying, give me a break, give me a break. We need a break from that rough water out there. The course marshals, yeah, they need a break too. Missile. Great moto, buddy. That was the boat to be on for that moto. Yeah, that yes. You picked the ski of choice for those water conditions. That's right. You were still bouncing and flying out there. Looks like you were log jumping every lap. Yeah, I imagine. Oop. Stay with me. The wind direction changed, so I can no longer smell the hot dogs, but I know they're over there. I see them walking past me. Remember, it is Sunday, so we want to give thanks for the reason we are here. Good Lord above. Okay, we're about to take a break. One more race, we're going to take a break. Short, he said short. So yesterday, short meant 20 minutes. Yeah, we're doing decent on time. It took us 4 hours to get to this point, and I think we can do it quicker than 4 hours to get to the next point. So I have confidence we can be going 2 awards at 4:30. I have confidence. Yeah, it is. Correct. Yeah, everybody wants shorter laps at this point. The wind may die down. Yeah. They won't die down for everybody then. So we got junior 4-stroke lights on the water right now. Then we're going to let the big GP boys get out there and have their name to fame. Then we're going to take a break, short break. So I'd say 20 minutes is fair. There's Bentley. We've got a rider down on the outside, inside section. It looks like Christian. Tristan, meanwhile, trying to race up to Bentley Cox.
Now Bentley's back in the race. He had a huge lead. He was just kind of jumping waves, having fun. Bentley started in the lead, and they were really tight past each other. It was like good racing for the first lap.
There's Trent on the 141. It's a good looking ski. It's Reese Geist's old ski.
I think it's Avi up front. I think Trent's in
Courtney
back
Caldwell
on that
taking
white
my advice and going down to the water to cool off. Yeah. It's a good thing to do. I bet it does.
No, Avi had like a 30-second lead when he started next month.
You off tomorrow, Courtney? Yeah. Ah, so, okay. Investing in yourself. Love to hear it. Uh-oh. Well, let us know how it goes. Oh, they're walking past with some shaved ice, it looks like. Yeah,
We
yeah.
actually got a race I wish you could announce it.
So I'm glad to know that. There's also shaved ice over there.
Lead change. He's talking about snowball.
Say that Superjet's doing really good, but that's one of the Popers riding around for the start of the next race. Oh, there comes Javier Falcon around Bentley Cock. No, that's Christian Bain, excuse me. Their boats look similar. Christian's going a lap down.
Looking for high quality performance oil, Moly Marine is my go-to oil. 2-stroke and 4-stroke, on and off the track. It's the best choice for me, and it should be yours as well.
And I ride for Team Commander. My favorite thing about my GP1 is the fact that it's super stable in the rough water and how good it handles.
My name is Karis Webster and I race the Commander 1050 GP1. My favorite thing about this ski is it's the perfect transition from junior lights to the GP class.
We can introduce race 15 to you. He's not in that. Adrian, I guess you're not running again, right? You scratched? Okay, gotcha. They moved 15 to 13. That makes sense. Okay, on the 299 out of Rockwall, Texas. Riding for OGO, Bell Helmets, 100%, and Rain Cross Storage. That is Trevor Burns. On the 10W, out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, riding for Leisure Pools, Peak Power Sports, it is Ryan Poper. And on the 37, out of Waco, Texas, riding for Deplorable Racing, John Caldwell Pools, BP Concepts, Liquid Moly, Country Power Sports, and BP Concepts, I said that too. Jettribe, Tim Miller. And on the 505. Really? Out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Jeremy Poper. Five laps. Trisha's sitting this one out, she said. But she's a strong woman. She held for she held for Ryan and Jeremy. I'm kidding. Mr. Poper's down there too. That's that Country Power Sports Dean's Team Power up there right now. Behind him, though, is the 505. That is Ryan Poper on that white GP ski. Followed by Joel Burns on the 299. Says that rock wall in Texas is not that far from here. It's closer than I am. Going back and friend and Trevor this morning, he rode an SXR 1500 all black with 299. I remember that ski. It's upgraded to a GP1 hull, which is the thing to do in this class. They're good most days, but some days like this, it's just you get what you get. Time on the boat's the best way to get fast at it all. Tim Miller and Jeremy Poper probably with the most time on these boats out of anybody here. Look at them cut through that water. Everybody decides to go to the outside. Tim bobbles a little bit, opening up the door for Jeremy Poper now to go to the outside of him. They're still racing. Jeremy now to the inside, Tim to the outside, gives up the spot. Charles Guinchard Photography for providing us with the footage this morning through the day. So thank Charles for all of his efforts over there under the Liquid Moly tent on the World Wide Web. Today's podcast for today's internet is sponsored by Jettribe, Commander Industries, Ride Now Power Sports, Jettribe, Liquid Moly, here comes Ryan around, stretching out that lead now. He's finding that smoother water.
Industries. Just want to go over what comes with your Commander GP1 hull kit. The hulls will come to you with your nose and wings already mounted on your ski, all your hardware with your bushings and everything all put in place. Your handle pole bracket will already be drilled for installing it. Your hood has its vents put in. It has the hood seals are already installed. It's basically aligned and ready to go. Your rear sponsons are installed and sealed in place. All of the holes are drilled and tapped for your ride plate, your intake grate. All your fittings are put in place as far as your pump shoe, your pump plate, your water lines, steering cable bracket. All that's already pre-done for you, so you don't have to do any of those things once you receive it. Your bulkhead bearing carrier is drilled, tapped, and positioned and aligned for drive shaft alignment. You have your fittings for your steering cable. One of the holes is for steering cable. The other one is for your, if you utilize a drop nozzle, 2.5-inch stainless steel exhaust that goes all the way through with a sealed on the end with a billet aluminum bezel. Because we've already drilled, tapped, aligned all your engine driveline components, then you have to just transfer everything out of your SXR and into the new hull. Everything that you need will come with the boat as far as being able to attach your motor to your driveline, for your steering cable, for your couplers, ride plate, intake grate, that's all done. All your hardware for your pump is already included, and the rest of it is just used off of your SXR. So at Commander, we have two different options. You can get your pre-prepped hull packet, or you can do a complete turnkey boat where we supply you with everything you're going to need, including a new SXR, or if you have an existing SXR, you can send it to us, and we can use that as a donor for the build. So if you choose to go with a turnkey package from us, then what you'll receive when the boat's completed is a complete ready to go to the starting line boat. With either choice, you have the ability to choose your colors of everything that you want on the boat. You choose your top deck color, your bottom deck color, choose your graphic kit colors, you choose your matte colors. You can utilize the CommanderGP1.com design studio, and it allows you to go through and try all kinds of different color combinations, not only on the hull but also on your graphics.
And I ride for Team Commander. My favorite thing about my GP1 is the fact that it's super stable in the rough water and how good it handles.
My name is Karis Webster, and I race the Commander 1050 GP1. My favorite thing about this ski is it's the perfect transition from junior lights to the GP class.